This is News 25 with Unette Gentry. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. Today's news is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New service and repair. Call Gunny's 775-727-6800.
Good evening and welcome to KPVM News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Deanna is off today. It is Tuesday, September 20th. Frontsight Firearms Training Institute filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in May. Now pending approval of the courts, another company is ready to step in and bring a new type of firearms training facility to the desert south of Pahrump. Bill Wilson is a former Navy SEAL and CEO of a company called Prairie Fire. His goal, to revolutionize the way people train to shoot.
We're a company that is led by retired military operators, competitors, and retired law enforcement. And our goal is to really bring some excitement and energy to the 2A experience in the industry. We're bringing fabulous new competitions to the shooting industry that combine athleticism, skill, decision-making, teamwork, and have a story. And we're hosting the first ever World Championships with huge prizes, $1 million prizes next year, two prizes, one for civilian shooting, one for law enforcement. And our hope is to bring those to Pahrump and make Pahrump the center of the shooting industry, much like golf has Augusta. NASCAR has Charlotte. We want to bring the shooting sports championships to Pahrump, Nevada. There are other companies that do parts of this, but none that combine a brand new patent pending rank shooting system. It's a handicap, it's like a golf handicap. None that have ever put together championships like these, and none that are running shooting schools like we are. We've got two locations. Well, we have a location in Texas, and we're hoping through the bankruptcy court process, if selected, we're hoping to bring all of this to Pahrump. The current owner of Frontsight has put us forward to the judge in the court as a potential acquirer, and if selected, we hope to become the owner and operator, but it's completely up to the judge, Deanna, judge and the court, and we're optimistic, but we're hopeful that the judge will select the best package for all concerned. We have no relationship to Frontsight. We have no relationship to Dr. Piazza. We're just an interested party that has been put forward in the bankruptcy filing by Dr. Piazza as a potential acquirer of the property, but we do not have any relationship with Frontsight or any relationship with Dr. Piazza. We think we put together a very strong membership plan that, again, it's contained in the bankruptcy filing. We want to welcome every one of the members back. We want to earn their trust. We want to earn their confidence, and we're going to invest tens of millions of dollars into it, transforming it. The ranges, we're going to transform them into ranges that we used in the special operations community, that quality of range. So we've got about a 2-year period. We hope to earn the trust and confidence of all the Frontsight members and transfer them over to Prairie Fire membership. I'm the CEO of the company, and I'm pledging that we're going to invest tens of millions of dollars. We've got great capitalization. We've got great leadership. We're putting our reputation on this, and we're stating that we're a company that wants to earn the trust and confidence of the members. All I ask is please come out. Please, if we are fortunate enough, Deanna, to get this property, give us a chance. Come on out and take a look at it and judge what we do rather than what we say. We're so passionate about teaching people what we've learned and just bringing the fun and the joy of competitive shooting tied in with training and investing millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars in this facility if we're selected. So we're very, very passionate about this.
Wilson also says he envisions a place for all outdoor enthusiasts to train, experience, and compete at the former Frontsight facility, which would reopen under a new name, Prairie Fire Center. For more information about Prairie Fire and their plans for Pahrump, you can check out their webpage at prairiefire.com. Wilson says there's no timeline for when the bankruptcy court will decide Frontsight's future, but he hopes a decision comes before the end of this year. And in other local news, one person is arrested for DUI following a short pursuit here in town.
One driver was taken into custody following a short pursuit off of Highway 372 and Charleston Park. This occurred on Friday night. A white pickup truck crashed while attempting to flee the scene, according to police officers with the Nye County Sheriff's Office. Deputies were able to stop the vehicle off of Highway 372 and Blagg Road. The driver, identified as George Markovic, has been arrested for DUI above the legal limit.
In other news out there on our roadways, police are currently still on the scene of a two-vehicle rollover crash off Highway 160 and Blosser Ranch Road. NHP is investigating that crash, and it had one person unfortunately entrapped. And police are also investigating the cause of a weekend rollover crash.
Nevada Highway Patrol is investigating the cause of a single vehicle rollover crash that occurred on Friday night on Highway 160 north of Mesquite Avenue. The driver and only occupant of the white pickup truck claimed no injuries at the time of the crash. News 25 have learned since the crash occurred that there may have been another vehicle involved in this incident that left the scene. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, and Nevada Highway Patrol all arrived to the location. The vehicle was located in the upright position off the highway. Traffic was diverted around the scene of the crash during the investigation and cleanup of the vehicle. If you have any further information, you're urged to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000.
And in other news about dangers out there on our roadways, thankfully no major injuries were reported at the scene of a crash that occurred on Basin Avenue and Blagg Road Friday.
Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were called to the scene of a two-vehicle crash that occurred on Friday night on Basin Avenue and Blagg Road. One occupant inside a black sedan was put inside the ambulance after they were evaluated by Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue medics. That individual declined to be transported by medics after being evaluated. No one inside the other vehicle at the time of the crash claimed any injuries. There was very minor damage to both vehicles on scene. Nye County Sheriff's Office auxiliary units diverted traffic around the incident while the investigation was conducted by the Nye County Sheriff's Office.
All right, don't grab that remote. When we return, important information from Governor Sisolak on the embattled Yucca Mountain Nuclear Waste Project. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Lisa Spahitz and Mike Plasmeyer at Country Financial Insurance. Auto, home, life, and commercial. 775-727-8920.
Welcome back to News 25. Today, Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak and the Nevada Agency for Nuclear Projects announced the filing of a new legal motion to bring an end to failed federal plans to construct a repository for the nation's highly radioactive waste at Yucca Mountain, which is only 65 miles northwest of Clark County's populated areas, including Las Vegas. The motion is being filed before the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission. It asks the Nuclear Regulatory Commission to resume the adjudicatory portion of the licensing procedures so that Nevada may take specific additional steps aimed at stopping the project. As a companion to the legal motion today, the state launched a new web page with resources recapping the failed policies that led to the designation of the Yucca Mountain project and the geographic flaws in the site. And a call for a stabbing leads to the arrest of a Pahrump woman who now faces charges of assault with a deadly weapon and battery. Brett Francis has those details.
Monica McEwen is under arrest and facing 2 charges after Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies respond to what was first reported to be a stabbing. Once deputies arrived on scene, they determined there was no stabbing, but officers did meet with a man who was bleeding from his head. That man told deputies he was involved in a verbal altercation with McEwen. The police report indicates the man knows McEwen, but their relationship is redacted from that report. The victim told deputies that during the verbal altercation, McEwen was able to get a hold of a knife. The man went on to say McEwen was holding the knife at her side with the blade pointed toward him, then ran at him with that knife. The victim says he ran away, fearing she would stab him. The victim says McEwen eventually dropped the knife, but then proceeded to hit him with her hands, causing the injury to his forehead. At the conclusion of their investigation, deputies took McEwen into custody and transported her to the Nye County Detention Center, where she was booked on 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon, a felony, and 1 count of battery.
According to the Nevada Department of Employment, Training, and Rehabilitation's August 2022 economic report, the state's seasonally adjusted unemployment rate was 4.4% in August 2022, which was unchanged from the previous month. Seasonally adjusted estimates account for regularly seen economic patterns, with the following estimates not seasonally adjusted. In these metropolitan statistical areas, the unemployment rates were 5.7% in the Las Vegas area, 3.4% in Reno, and 3.8% in the Carson City area in August 2022. In Nevada's counties, the lowest unemployment rate was in White Pine County with 3.1%, and Nye County had the highest rate at 5.9%. This marks the first time since the onset of the pandemic that Clark County does not have the state's highest unemployment rate. And Boulder City and the Nevada Division of Outdoor Recreation is excited to share that the city has received a $1.9 million U.S. Economic Development Authority grant to retrofit every municipal light with energy-efficient light pollution reduction and other features. In addition to providing significant energy cost savings for the city of Boulder City, the new dimmable, eco-friendly light fixtures will help curb harmful greenhouse gas emissions, protect natural ecosystems, and native wildlife from critical light pollution and other impacts. And it will advance sustainable dark sky recreation and tourism opportunities for families and visitors. The lighting retrofit project will commence in 2023 and is an important step in Boulder City's efforts to achieve Dark Skies Community certification. If the International Dark Skies Association approves designation, Boulder City would become the first of Nevada's designated communities. The Nevada Division of Outdoor Recreation is excited to support this innovative project to reduce light pollution and greenhouse gas emissions while providing stellar opportunities for families and visitors to enjoy Boulder City under the stars. And stay tuned, we'll be right back with much more local and national news.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. Also brought to you by Silver State Health. Visit silverstatehealth.org or call 702-471-0420 for an appointment. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, fall officially starts this Thursday, which means flu season is just around the corner. And if prediction models are accurate, the virus may be more severe this fall and winter.
This year in the Southern Hemisphere, influenza has been quite active, and it's impacted younger age groups than we might typically see. The reason that's important is that what happens in the Southern Hemisphere predicts what's going to happen in the Northern Hemisphere. So I think we have to prepare for the reality that there will be a worse flu season this year.
Dr. Susan Ream is an infectious disease specialist with Cleveland Clinic. She says there are a couple of reasons why we should expect to see more flu cases this year. One is masking. The past few years, people were wearing masks regularly to prevent COVID-19, which also reduced the spread of flu. However, mask use has declined, and this could be a factor in having a worse flu season. Another reason is waning immunity. Because flu was mild the past couple of years, we weren't exposed as much, so our immunity may have dropped. Knowing that flu season could be rough this year, Dr. Ream says there should be an extra urgency to get a flu shot, especially for those considered high risk.
We're all susceptible to the flu. People who are very young, very old, or who have chronic medical conditions are at risk for more complications and more severe flu. So while it's important for all of us to get vaccinated, it's really important for young people, older people, and people who have illnesses to get vaccinated.
The flu vaccine is recommended for everyone aged 6 months and older. And there's good news if you're due for a COVID-19 booster. Medical experts say it's safe for you to get both the flu shot and the COVID-19 shot together.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside our weather cam. We see gorgeous blue skies, not a cloud in the sky in that direction, but we have a bit of wind and it's a little cooler. We'll take a closer look at our temperatures in your weather.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Nice to see you on a Tuesday. Is it Taco Tuesday already? The cumin is in the air. Let's look at this weather map. Fernley, 66 degrees, 73 up in Fallon. You're like a little mini tropic up there, Fallon. Carson City saw 62. That's the low spot, the coolest spot in the state today. Tonopah, Goldfield checking in at 72 and 73 degrees. Beatty saw 84. Amargosa all the way up to 89. Missed the hot spot award. That goes to Vegas this afternoon. 91 degrees. And out in Death Valley, look at you. Just double digits, 99. Way to go. Outstanding. There's hope for you yet. Here in the Paradise of Pahrump, let's take a look. 87 degrees is our current temperature. It was 89 just a little bit earlier. And that felt pretty swell with that wind coming out at a 15-mile-per-hour clip from the south-southwest. Sun rose this morning at 6:30, and then this evening about 6:48, 6:43. Boy, we're getting really close to parity. Look for the sunset tonight. Low tonight of 61 degrees. We're going to have clear skies, beautiful star watching tonight. And as we head on into the week, it's looking pretty swell. Look at this. Sunshine next 4, 5, 6 days. Winds dying down to about 7, 8 miles per hour after tomorrow. And then we're going to see the temperatures gradually creeping up. We're going to get all the way up to 97, 98 degrees on Monday. And look at Tuesday, a little bit of cloud action coming at us with a little bit of increase in winds. Smells like some interesting weather on the horizon. We'll keep an eye out for that and let you know if anything scary develops. All right. Make your plans for Fall Fest. Boy, it's just coming up on Thursday. And we'll send it back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
Thanks so much, John. Well, tonight we are proud to say congratulations to our new championship team. Our WNBA Las Vegas Aces are now the official champions after pulling out a win in Game 4 to beat their opponents in a 3-out-of-5 series. And tonight, right now as we speak, they are celebrating on the Las Vegas Strip. There was a parade to celebrate the Aces' victory, including celebrating team captain Asia Wilson and all the other teammates who won together. And now they are the Las Vegas Valley championship team out of all of the teams in the Las Vegas Valley. We are so proud of our Aces for all of their hard work and their continued dedication. So we celebrate with you as everyone is now on the Strip celebrating, because that parade started at Caesar's Palace and ended at the Bellagio, but there are lots of revelers right now all over the Las Vegas Strip. So let's all join in celebrating our WNBA champions, the Las Vegas Aces. And that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you again tomorrow. Go Aces. Good night.